Hello, friends. We want to move on to trigonometry 11, and also we continue with our solution of questions under trigonometry. So right away, let's look at the next question that we want to consider. We are saying find the solutions from 0 to pi inclusive of the following equations. And so we want to look at the first equation. We are saying that cos 3 theta equals cos 7 theta. So as we always do, in terms of the cos, we'll pick 3 theta equals 2n pi plus or minus 7 theta. 3 theta, 7 theta. Remember the general solution formula that we use. Now, the next step is that because we have plus or minus, we are going to pick one of them first. Then when we finish, we pick the other one. Then we solve that as well. So we have it in two folds. So we are picking the negative. So we have 3 theta equals 2n pi minus 7 theta. We want to make theta the subject. So we shall add 7 theta to this side and 7 theta to the left-hand side as well. So over here, negative 7 theta and positive 7 theta will clear off. Then over here, we'll get 10 theta. The next step is that we will divide both sides by 10. So we will get theta over here. And then this will be 2 on 10. So when we reduce it to its lowest terms, by dividing through the numerator and the denominator by 2, we get 1 on 5 and 5. So this is the first aspect of our solution. The next step is that we are going to pick the plus. So we get this expression. Now we shall subtract 7 theta from both sides. So when we subtract 7 theta from this 7 theta, it will be cleared. Then we also subtract 7 theta from this, and then we'll get that. So get this expression. Then we divide the left-hand side and the right-hand side by negative 4. So we shall get theta here, and then we'll get negative 2 on 4. But when we reduce it to its lowest terms, we shall get negative half and pi. The next step is that we are going to vary our n. So we'll start from 0. And because this is negative and the range we are dealing with is 0 to pi, it means that we will not need this, but we'll use this one for our values. So when n is 0, we put 0 there. So 1 on 5 times 0 times pi gives us 0. So we get this. In place of n, we will substitute 1 for that. So 1 on 5 times 1 times pi gives us 1 on 5 pi. Then when we pick 2, place of n, that is 1 on 5 times 2 times pi will give us 2 on 5 pi. And we can do that until we get to 4. But we get to 5, that will also give us 5 times 1 on 5 times pi. So 5 on 5 will give us 1. So we get our pi. Now we'll end there. We won't use the 6. Because when we use 6, it will be more than pi. If you use 7, it will be more than pi. 8, it will be more than pi. So we shall end on 5. So that does it for this question. I want to move on to the second question. I want to solve sine 7 theta equals sine 2 theta. So as we always do for sine, to be 7 theta equals 2n pi plus 2 theta. Then we try to make theta the subject. So we shall subtract 2 theta from the right-hand side and 2 theta from the left-hand side. So this 2 theta will clear off as we subtract 2 theta from it. Then when we subtract 2 theta from 7 theta, we get 5 theta equals 2n pi. The next step is I want to make theta the subject. So we divide the side by 5 and we divide the side by 5. So we shall get theta equals 2 on 5 and pi. Now we can also do it this way. So we also use this concept. So 7 theta equals the whole of this minus 2 theta. So we add 2 theta to the right-hand side and 2 theta to the left-hand side. So we shall get 9 theta on the left-hand side. Then this theta will clear off because of the negative sign we are adding. So we shall divide this by 9, divide that side by 9. So get theta equals 1 on 9, 2n plus 1, all multiplying pi. Right, and so the next step is that we now vary our n. So we have this. So we are now going to do our substitution. So we put in our value. So we put in 0. We shall get our 0, all right. The other one also give us 0. So We now use 1, so 1 place of n we get 2 and 5 pi, and 2 times 2 we get 4. Now we'll move on to 3 for this aspect, because that will be more than pi. Then we'll move on to 4 because that will also be more than pi. So we'll use this value for this one. And then 1 on 9, 2n plus 1, we vary the values. So we've already done that. So when we do that for this one using our 0, then we get 1 on 9 pi. We do it for 1, then we shall get our 3 on 9, that will be 1 on 3 pi. And when we do it for our value 2, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, 5 on 9. Then we move on and go to our 3, 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1, 7 on 9. And then when we do it for our 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, so 9 times 1 on 9, that will give us 1, so we get our pi. So we shall end there, we will not move on to n being equal to 5 and so on, that will be more than pi. So that will be the required values that we need. So we shall combine this and that values, and that gives us the values that we need in that range. We are moving on to sec 6 theta being equal to sec 5 theta. Remember that sec is the inverse of cos, so we will be using the concept that helps us to find that value in that. So we get our 6 theta equals 2n pi plus or minus 5 theta. Then we do the simplification. So we are picking the plus first. We shall subtract 5 theta from both sides. So this side will be cleared and this will be left with theta because we are subtracting 5 theta from that. Now, the next step is that we are using the minus. So we bring our minus. Then we add 5 theta to both sides. So this side it will clear. But this side, when we add 5 theta, we get 11 theta. Then the next step is that we divide both sides. So this side divided by 11 will give us theta. That side divided by 11 will give us 2 on 11 and pi. Then from there, remember we are looking for values from 0 to pi. So if we use our 0 here, we shall get 0, but we can't move on again. But when we use 1, it will take us to 2 pi, but our maximum value will be pi. So from 0 to pi. So we just need just the 0 for this. And then when we move here, we can now use the values in computing. So we use 0, we still get it. We use 1, put 1 there, 1 times 2 on 11 gives us that 1 to 2. So 2 times 2, 4 on 11 pi. 3 times 2, 6 on 11 pi. 4 times 2, 8, 11 times that is pi. And then we get our 4 times 2, that gives us this. Then 5 times 2 give us 10, 10 on 11 pi. Then we end there, go home, move on. That gives us something more than our value. So, my good friends, that's how we go through some of these questions. I know by now we're well grounded in solving some of these things. Thank you so very much for your attention. Have a nice day. Bye.